Hello, good evening everyone, Drew here, welcome to Starfield. Shall we jump in? Let's jump in. Give me a moment as I set everything up. Here we are, thank you for waiting. We've got a quest to do. We're going to continue with the Crimson Raiders now. Try to get as much of that done as we can. Let's take a look-see. Looks like we got to report to Commander Kande. Okay, I guess we're going to be doing that. Still not sure if whose side we're going to side on, but I guess we'll find out. Let's continue. Hope your Sundays went well. The weekend passed so quickly, it feels like nothing was done or accomplished. Oh dear, there's a bit of a...
Hello everyone, I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is Galactalk. My guest tonight is one of the most notorious criminals in the settled systems. His ruthlessness and desire for wealth has landed him squarely at the top of the wanted list for every major law enforcement agency in the galaxy. I am, of course, speaking of the self-appointed leader of the Crimson Fleet himself, Jasper Crix. Good evening, Mr. Crix.
Good evening, Gail. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Yes, well, being blindfolded and then grav-jumped to what appears to be an abandoned mining facility isn't exactly what I call an invitation.
Well, I'm sure you're not surprised that your request for an interview would come with some very specific conditions.
Frankly, I was a bit surprised to receive any type of response at all. Would you mind telling me why you decided to do this interview?
Because there comes a time in every pirate's life where they have to make an extremely important decision. Do they take a leap and become one of the most legendary pirates in history? Or do they simply sputter on, subsisting on freighters and deep space privateers?
So are we to assume that you're taking the leap? That Jasper Crix is moving on to bigger and better things in his life?
That's spot on, Gail. That's exactly why you're here.
Interesting. Well then, would you mind sharing with us exactly what your particular leap entails?
In due time. There's no rush. In fact, I'd say we have at least 12 hours before the authorities trace this broadcast. Plenty of time to discuss whatever you like.
Oh, all right then. Perhaps the best place to start this interview would be at the beginning of your career.
Please, proceed.
That's it. Didn't want to interrupt that interview. Just having a quick look. Don't think we came this side last time. If anybody says anything more about the Mantis,
Yeah?
what are you doing that? What you got there? Is that Digipic?
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
Oh, no, you won't. You really won't.
Been hearing some stuff about the Mantis being back. If I ever find that bastard, the things I do to them.
Ah, you had to open your mouth. Gonna have to do this now. Really unfortunate.
Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me.
I can understand that. No problem. Especially. Oh, hello there, pal. What have you got? Regular. Regular. Compliments of the Mantis. Right, let's report in our recruitment into Crimson Raiders. Give them peace of mind.
We're free and clear for flight.
Wait, what was that? Something fell up? Oh. That's not our ship. Alright, hold on. Hold on, make this work. Cool, we can get there. At least this little ship.
Switching over to standard engines. Solid docking job there. Nice work.
What can I say? It's all in the cutscene.
Need some work done? Hey, what can I do for you? Okay, no problem.
Goodbye, little buddy. We need to start working on this one, I think. Probably off camera. And then maybe on this too. Bye. Let's just see if we're in contraband.
If there's anything good to see you. You won't find a better offer on the station.
You got any inflictors? Guess not. No contraband. picked up some stuff, didn't we? Sure did. We can get rid of the Krakens now. Maybe keep the nebula. 43, this one is 13. Right, this is what we need to work on at some point. Keep hold of that. Do you want to hold on to this grindle? Nice one. We never cooked this, did we? Advanced infector. I'm wondering which ones to keep. So many choices. And guess we'll keep these till we get better rarities. Same with the bridge, I guess. Take that back. Got a legendary version. That'll do, I think. Advanced Bounty Hunter. I haven't found a legendary version of this yet. Keep that in the pocket. Hold on to this as a memento, I guess. Just regular, you can go advanced. Don't really care too much for it. It's pretty a mercenary. Nah, we can find better versions of that. That'll do. Thanks, pal.
It's a little surprising, isn't it? Out here on the edge of UC space. Why don't you just...
Right, let's put into our bosses.
Pressure normalizing. Undocking complete.
Okay, here we go.
Jump complete. Normal propulsion restored. Lack of love.
They're gonna give us any instructions.
Hey,
I bet operations on the key are a clown show. I'm looking forward to reading your report.
Oh, she got a name back. Commander?
you're back. So how did it go?
I've successfully infiltrated the Crimson Fleet. I'm confident this plan is going to work.
Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Rook.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet?
How did you know I'd be able to fool Delgado?
If the intelligence I've read is accurate, Delgado is a charismatic leader, but a bit short on judgment. That's why you want to stay on his good side, and stay away from Neva. She's shrewd, and she's sniffed out everything we've thrown her way.
This information, is it going to be secure?
I understand your concern, but you can rest assured that every member of this crew has been thoroughly vetted by both myself and Lieutenant Toft. Any information that you turn over will not be leaving this ship until it's fully encrypted and encoded. I give you my word.
Well, if anything goes bad, then we can always come back and kill everybody. Well, Delgado is searching for a Galbank ship named Legacy that is carrying some type of lost fortune.
Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
I have never heard of such a thing.
I'm surprised. I thought this was one of those tales that made it to every corner of the settled systems.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause.
Story or not, Delgado believes it's real.
Well, let's find out if Delgado is chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Galbank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Galbank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move?
I'm supposed to board a Starliner to steal Galbank archive credentials.
Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Galbank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Crix was clever. For some reason, he never got there.
Well then, I'll proceed as planned then, huh?
It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. You're both dismissed.
I guess we got our orders.
Orders came down. Some new science division policy. Look out for heat breaches. Consider yourself informed. You met Archangel? That guy's a real cocky bastard. Glad he's on our side, though.
Oh, it's that dude, isn't it?
Operations does good work. If any fleet are setting up outposts out there, it's only a matter of time before we take them down.
It still bugs me you can't actually steal from them. I mean, liberate them of the rape they're carrying. Let's just go.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
Right, what's the next mission? Breaking the bank. discover more about the legacy the Galbank transport with a fortune credits, I need to proceed to the Siren of the Stars. This starline is captained by Rokov, former member of the Crimson Fleet. Oh, you're all the way down here by Olympus. No.
Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece.
There she is.
All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
I like how she thinks she's getting aboard. Speak with the captain. You notice I'm not going to pronounce his first name. How do you fuck these, Not messy for a starline, is it? Oh, we can. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello there. You wanna come in? I'm gonna close the door. You wanna come in? Step in. Damn you. Not really worth it, is it? What is this? Oh, navigator.
I suppose that is ours now, eh?
That's worth a little penny. We'll take the refined versions. Let's have booty, Captain. Quick save. Oh no, not quick save. Hey.
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own. Delgado orders me to help you out.
I'm just following Delgado's orders.
Yeah, I figured you'd say something like that. Just another one of Delgado's loyal little soldiers, huh? Fine, have it your way. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski. Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal?
How much do we tell him? Why don't you ask Neva yourself?
Don't play games with me. We both know pinging a message back and forth to the key is going to take longer than we have to do this job. We're supposed to be working together on every part of this. So, you gonna tell me what else you're here for or not?
Alright, let's include Yin. She wants me to steal the Earth Savior.
Oh, really? Did she now? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place.
What was the original plan?
I spent months manipulating the Terran Preservation Society into hosting their gala affair aboard the Siren of the Stars. I had to arrange the event to make sure that the award was aboard the ship. Neva said she'd do the rest. When I got a message about Dubrovsky, I assumed she'd be tagging along to steal the award. But looks like she sent you in her place.
So nothing's really changed, so what are you complaining about, asshole? Without her, you're also never getting back into the fleet, you know that, right?
She told you to hold that over my head, did she? Oh, that witch. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. Anyway, we'll get to that later. First, we have a much bigger fish to fry. So why are you targeting a Gall Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest?
Yeah, let me just tell you everything about that. Wonder all you want, that's all the information you're gonna get.
Oh, I see. We're playing this game now. Fine, fine. Well, you might as well turn around and hop back aboard your ship because you're not getting near Dombrowski without my help.
It would seem we have little choice in the matter. We should hear him out.
Alright, tell me, you have something specific in mind, let's hear it out.
Well, it appears we have a mind reader here. You're absolutely right. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that.
We do have a Crimson Fleet option here. You know what? This guy's getting a bit too uppity for his own good. Yeah, you're not in no position to make demands right now. Just do as you're told.
Fine. You want to play it that way and suit yourself. Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Terran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Oh no. Is shooting everyone an option? Alternately shooting ourselves to avoid it?
Tell me about this gala.
The event's a complete sham. Bunch of rich snobs getting together and throwing a party for themselves. These people couldn't give a damn about Terran preservation or any other charity for that matter.
Well, I didn't bring my dinner jacket.
Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starfield ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges. Head inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets.
I don't mingle well.
Well, you better learn quick. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck.
Kill Larry Dombrowski. I was thinking about that. Tell me about this award.
As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan?
I've just gotten started.
Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starview ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms. Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
What about suppressed weapons? Can I pick up suppressed weapons? I guess so.
Captain Lokov is one of the most easygoing CEOs I've ever worked under. In fact, he doesn't act much like a captain at all. There's nothing quite like the view from the Starview ballroom. It's breathtaking.
Around Russia, let's clean up. Anything to liberate? Not yet.
We have resorted to theft now, I see.
We're literally infiltrating.
Trident must have spent a fortune equipping the ship with triple redundancy in almost every internal system.
Not really worth anymore.
Between you and me, the best part of my job is getting a crack at all of the leftovers from the dining area buffets.
These newer vessels more or less run autonomously, which doesn't leave much for the crew to do around here.
This is one of Trident's top-of-the-line vessels. Hell of a ship, isn't it?
How good is it in a fight?
Captain Rokov said you're allowed in any of the crew-specific areas. Just don't touch anything, please. You're a guest of Captain Rokov, right? Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Trident crew member.
Listen. Can't hear the engines, can you? You're not going to find better tuned engines anywhere else in the sigil systems.
Every day that I wake up in my bunk, I count my blessings to have been posted to a ship like the Siren of the Stars.
Looks like we're dealing with true believers here.
There's nothing quite like the view from the Starfield ballroom. It's breathtaking.
Every day that I wake up in my bunk, I count my blessings to have been posted
This
to a
is one of
ship like the
Trident's
Siren
top of the line
Stars.
vessels. Hell of a ship, isn't it?
Captain Rokov said you're allowed in any of the crew-specific areas. Just don't touch anything.
Very cozy. What is this? Oh, this is Rokov's room. Rokov. Once again, I'm refusing requests to rejoin. We're not a membership club here. Rokov, this is the goddamn Crimson Fleet. You don't apply. You try out, and if Neva doesn't put a hole in your skull, you get picked. That's how this works. You only went through it once, you had your chance, and you blew it. If you want to get my attention, maybe you should try scoring something valuable with that piece of crap you call a Starliner. Neva told me you lied about your record on the application to get that gig, so might as well put your position to good use. Cut the fleet in for a chunk of the creds. Maybe I'll start listening. Until then, stop contacting us. Okay, Delgado. You lied on your application. Master level.
hope you...
Okay, you got a shotgun, and you've got a bridger.
We can't succeed at that before we are discovered.
Captain received your incident report regarding deck officer Kendley, who was reported missing about a week ago. According to what I'm reading, it looks like you've conjectured that Kendley had a drinking problem and was last seen in a drunken state near one of the main airlocks. 3 minutes after the sighting, the airlock triggered, depressurized Section 7A, and then Kendley was unfortunately sucked out into space. If this sounds accurate, we will continue our investigation from here. If any new information surfaces regarding the incident, keep us informed. He killed Kendley, didn't he? Captain, could you please confirm and advise on the following missing items from VOY 765? According to our dock master at the arrival port, these did not arrive as expected. 10 crates of precious metals, wine, liquor, synthetic cloth, and furnishings. Once you fill out the incident report, we'll start investigating. Probably just a miscount. The origin end of the voyage, but it doesn't hurt to keep things safe. Yep, he's sending stuff to Crimson Fleet. Captain, please be aware that the Terran Preservation Society will be booking the Siren's next voyage. Full use of the Starfield ballroom, blah 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 blah. Captain, we are still awaiting answers for inquiry regarding the Sign of the Stars' last 3 voyages. On every occasion, the ship's cargo with several thousand kilos lighter at the arrival port. Simply chalking this up to human error is unacceptable. May I remind you that the missing cargo, blah 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 blah. Personal communications. Unknown source. Alright, Rockoff, I talked to the big guy, and just like I thought, he said there's no way you're coming back. You had a chance and you blew it. How hard is this to understand? Between you and me, the only way you're going to get him to change his mind is by giving us something we can sink our teeth into. Something big. And it better be good, because last time was a disaster. Trying to offload 20 crates of furniture wasn't worth the time or the money. So never again. What a dumbass. Offloading stuff like that. I'm going to throw you a bone, Rockoff. Got a deadbeat on your ship. One of the crew, name's Kendley. He owes us about 4 large from some bad bets he made back on Neon. And now Vincent wants his head. Make sure Kendley misses his next trip, and we'll see about changing the big guy's mind about having you back. See? What did you say? Good work on the Kendley thing. Not only did you send the message to every deadbeat in Neon, but you notched a few ranks in my book as well. Only problem is, it wasn't enough. I'm going to need more. The big guy doesn't want to budge on this one, so you need to light a fire under his ass. We need a big score. Huge. Keep your eyes and ears open, and I'll see what I can do on my end. Got your messages about the prize that's about to find itself aboard. Now that's what I'm talking about. Since our vet is coming in a few weeks, I'll jump back home and try to convince someone to come out there and lend you a hand. I'm going to keep this one kind of quiet, or else everyone will want a piece. If this works out, I'm almost positive the big guy will change his mind about you. might cost you a chunk of change, but you want back in so you can play the long game, right? He's never coming back in. You're playing him for all his worth.
These newer vessels, more or less. You're a guest of Captain Rokov, right? Welcome aboard.
Thank you, ma'am. Well, isn't that like a met theft? Isn't it like rare? Leave it. Don't read me.
Hello. A shame that there is not more to discuss.
Next time, I'm sure we're on a mission, Andre. Let's keep our personal stuff at home for the moment. This is not the time or the place.
Trident must have spent a fortune equipping this ship with triple redundancy in almost every internal system.
That's actually really rather impressive. We don't have that in our ship.
Between you and me, the best part of my job is getting a crack at all of the leftovers from the dining area buffets.
Leftovers?
Shh! Listen. Can't hear the engines, can you?
Captain Rokov is one of the most easygoing CEOs I've ever.
This looks airy. Advanced deep ghost space. That?
I do not recall you asking if you could take that.
Leaders don't ask. Come on. Come on. What is this one?
If you wish to have a drink at any of our lounges, be sure to present your cabin pass to have the cost deducted from your account.
Hi.
For the safety of everyone aboard, please be certain you don't interfere with any of the crew or security members of our vessel.
Do you have any, like,
Please remember to obey all posted safety and mustering instructions.
Yes, ma'am. No, let's just use that to this guys. It's carrying it, can't sprint. Yes, sir.
If you have any needs, please enter a request into the computer located at the entryway to your cabin. We have a range of excursions available at all of our destinations. All the details are in your cabin.
Let's do option 1 first.
The ship's purser can assist you with any matters regarding the security of your items.
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense.
Who's talking to you?
At the moment, Aurora isn't permitted on Trident Starliners, though we're working on having that changed.
That's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively horrid.
Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important.
God, that's the face. Alright. Heard you're in charge of the Savior.
Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask?
What do you mean, the transfer of the award?
Well, the Earth Savior Award is one of a kind. The blue diamonds alone are irreplaceable. Since we can't produce a new award every year, it's instead passed from one recipient to the next. I supervise the transfer and make certain that there's ample security during transport and at the destination.
I see. Has the award ever been stolen?
During my tenure? Oh, certainly not. There was an unfortunate incident where my predecessor attempted to sell the award to the highest bidder, but that was quickly resolved. Needless to say, they'll be spending the rest of their life in a UC prison.
I'd love to take a look at such a fabulous award.
Yes, it's quite marvelous, isn't it? Absolutely priceless. Alas, I'm afraid you'll just have to wait for the ceremony to see it in all its glory. It's far too valuable to be left anywhere else except the master's safe located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
Thank you so much. Where's the purses?
A Starview pass is required to enter the main ballroom.
Finders, keepers, I believe Cora would say.
She would indeed. You're right. That's one quest.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
Here for business or pleasure?
An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
So
what brings you aboard?
Named NPCs.
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation, I need to get back to my duties. If you have any specific requests, please speak to one of the cruise attendants.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future Society events aboard a Starliner.
The Society chair has really outdone herself this time. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Wait, what?
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times, or you won't have access to the ballroom.
Alright, this is where we can move.
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the Society, eh?
How do you use it? That isn't very stylish.
If you want to dine at Captain Rokov's table during dinner service, it's only an additional 5,000 credits.
5,000. Bloody hell. Hello there. Spacesuit, backpack.
Hello. Are you a member of the Society?
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future Society events aboard a Starliner.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
These are people we need to speak to, right?
Quite a lovely Starliner. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Hi there. Do you know anything about Larry Dombrowski? Actually, do you have any information regarding the Savior Award?
Even if I was offered the award, I wouldn't take it. Can you imagine the security nightmare I'd have to deal with? No, thank you.
Do you know anything about Larry Dombrowski?
I don't know why Larry's attending this event. He could care less about any planet, let alone the Earth. Nice to have met you.
So, what brings you aboard?
Hello.
Hello.
Are you a member of the Society?
Here for business or pleasure?
Okay, we can speak to certain people, but not others.
Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. Ugh.
An
Positively
open bar
horrid.
would have been nice. But Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
Do you know anything about the award?
It's for the Society's high rollers. If you don't have more than 8 figures in your account, I wouldn't even bother going after the award.
Do you know anything about Larry Dombrowski?
Larry has an A-level executive rating over at Galbank, which means he has access to everyone's accounts at the touch of a button.
On behalf
Well,
of
that was
myself and the
boring.
entire team at Trident Luxury Lines, we wish to thank
The
you for
Society
choosing
chair
the
has
Terror.
really outdone herself this time. This is going to be the 9th Earth Savior Award ceremony, but the first time it's ever been held aboard a Starliner.
What about Larry?
Larry likes to drop overly complex words into conversations. I'm sure he knows that it annoys people, but he does it anyway. Besides what I already told you? No? That's all then?
Nobody's got any
Okay.
dirt. Give me some dirt. How about
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I certainly hope they decide to hold all Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child. Dombrowski is married to some poor woman that he constantly leaves behind in New Atlantis when he goes on his business trips.
Now we're getting somewhere. Is he a cheater?
Don't forget to donate to the cause.
Hello. Are you a So, what brings you? Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year.
What about Larry?
I heard he uses Galbank's VIP suite on the Siren of the Stars almost monthly. Does the man do any real work? Enjoy the rest of the event.
Due to an unfortunate accident, we are halting our spacewalk experience for an undetermined amount of time.
That's probably because Ken leave. Did we speak to you?
Here for business or pleasure? Have you tried the canapes? No. And why the heck are you so interested in him anyway? Do we really need to go over this again?
Oh, we already spoken to you.
Nice to have met you.
Sorry about bothering you, man.
An open bar would have been
The
nice.
Society
but
chair has
Trident's
really
gouging
outdone.
us for every
Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it.
Claudia Swift.
Well, that was boring.
Now, where is she?
Quite a lovely start. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swift. Sheila Holbrook is chair. Enjoy the rest of the event.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
Give me more dirt, man. Come back here.
Here for business. Pleased to make your acquaintance. This topic is beginning to bore me. Can we talk? Haven't we already?
I don't know. I don't remember.
That's all then? Okay.
Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively horrid. An open bar would have been... He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist.
Everybody knows, huh?
Sheila Holbrook.
I think we're done here.
Don't forget to donate to the cause.
The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, eh?
So, what brings you aboard?
I'm guessing she's in his room, right?
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard the Starliner.
Please remain in designated passenger areas at all times.
Claudia?
Have a safe journey.
Hello. Are you a member of the Society?
Any complaints about your cruise should be directed to one of the staff. In the event of a lockdown, remember to return to your cabin in a quiet and orderly fashion.
She's gotta be here in the suit. Doing the dirty with Larry. Let's go to...
If this is not the very definition of decadence, I do not know what is.
I know.
If you have any little ones aboard, if you have any needs, please enter a request into the computer located at the entryway to your cabin.
On behalf of Trident Luxury Lines, I'd like to welcome you aboard.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I really do. Where the road is. You're safe over there. Safe.
Please let me know if your voyage is unsatisfactory in any way.
If the rest of this ship is any indication, I imagine there is an incredible amount of wealth stored in there right now.
That's all, chat.
Welcome to the Purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today?
Can I store things with confidence in your safe?
Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe.
What exactly do you do on a ship?
An excellent question. My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial, customs, and commercial goods transfers. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks.
Is it possible for all to take a peek at the Earth Savior Award?
I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, thank you.
Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip.
Thank you so much. What do you think of Captain Rokov, by the way?
I'm sorry. It's against Trident policy to discuss our personal feelings towards a fellow crewmate.
Come on, if there's something going on with Rokov, I'd love to know.
I don't want to lose my job. Why should I tell you?
Don't you realize that we're on the same side here?
I think you may be right.
I know you'd like to help me, if you could.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
I know you have your reasons. If you stop and think a minute, you'd realize that we both want the same thing, don't we?
You know what? That does make sense.
Yes, doesn't it?
All right, but you didn't hear this from me. Do you understand? I don't want to lose my job. I like Captain Rokov, but I think he's mixed up with some very dangerous people. I was bringing some paperwork to his quarters one day, and I found a slate with a message he received from someone named Delgado. That would normally be fine, but the message mentions the Crimson Fleet, as in pirates. Can you believe it? If you want to grab it, the slate should still be in his quarters. Somewhere. Have a safe journey.
Bye. Thank you so much, by the way. Mind if I... Is everything okay now?
Glad to have you aboard.
I'm just gonna save. How does she feel about me using a computer? Let's go into hiding. Save contents. Marina and Salaga. Assorted jewelry, 14 pieces. Sheila Holbrook, trophy large. Carlos Serrano. Stamp collection, coin collection, chunks collectible gold foil trading cards. Lockdown procedures. In the event of a ship-wide lockdown, the person on duty will lock their computer and report to their mustering station on ADAC. Any passenger with a valid claim ID will still be able to access their goods through the auto-retrieval system. Once the lockdown has been cancelled, the person on duty will return to their normal posting and continue to assist passengers. Blah blah. In the event the vessel has been attacked, either internally or externally, the magnetic seal, you already know about that. Once a valuable is stored in the purser's office, the passenger is to be issued a claim ID. That will allow them to access valuables at any time. Well, you didn't see that option, did we, with Sheila? Did we even try to loot her? I don't know. We should have tried. We'll be back. Yeah, you better get out of the way. Come on, you can do it. Get out of the way.
On behalf of Trident Luxury Lines, I'd like to welcome you aboard.
Let's get that ID first.
I've done this particular cruise run several times, and I can assure you that the route is quite safe.
For the safety of everyone aboard, please be certain you don't interfere with any of the crew or security members of our vessel.
I hope whatever you took is worth the risk.
I think so. This stage is gonna have a really bad day. Stop that. Are we still... I gotta speak to her back. I thought her key might be in the cabin, but why would she leave that
The
lying
society
around?
chair?
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman.
Wait, do I just ask her straight out? I need your claim ID for the Earth Savior Award.
Excuse me? And why in goodness name would I do something as foolish as that?
Just hand over the claim ID so I can be on my way.
And why in goodness name would I possibly agree to that ridiculous demand?
This is very creepy. I promise. This is just between us.
I'd like to help you. I really would.
What I'm asking for is completely reasonable. Isn't it, Sheila?
That makes a lot of sense, now that I think about it. Oh, just take the damn thing already. Listen, maybe you can keep this between us. If the award goes missing, there's no need for the insurance company to get involved.
Thanks. Thanks so much, Sheila. Lovely doing business with you. We'll keep this between us, okay?
Any complaints about your cruise should be direct.
Sorry, pal, not interested. Shouldn't talk to rich people. Unless I speak to you first.
Please let me know if your voyage is unsatisfactory in any way.
Don't make unnecessary. I'm alright. Nothing to write home about. These rich people are really poor, aren't they? There it is. Can you take a look at the wood? Of course not. Can't we close it? Thank
Glad
you.
to have you aboard.
Could you just make sure that's closed, please? Just concerned about the safety of the items. I mean, the table. Cable, yeah. Maybe. Nope.
How quickly can you get that done?
Single. UC security has authorized a passenger to be armed with the carry file. Gabriel Vera. Who is this? What the heck? Some sort of undercover dude or something?
I trust you understand the risk in taking that.
Not sure if the guy's on holiday, if he's just, that's his job, be on this ship. Holiday or not, let's give him something to think about. But, oh, we can take this big one. Not this one.
And you got away with it? Impressive.
You know you're having an affair with a married man.
Sorry, do I know you?
You don't know me, but I need some information.
Look, I think you're definitely confused here. I really don't have time to have a discussion with you. My partner's waiting for me. He's a very important man.
If he's waiting for you, why are you waiting here? Maybe I should talk to Larry Dombrowski's wife instead.
His wife? Oh, for the love of God. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy?
Like your attitude. I'm not paying your money. All I need is something incriminating on Dombrowski.
If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that?
For a start, you're a cheater, but let's forget that part. I'll find that information one way or another, so you might as well benefit now.
If you had another way to get the information, you wouldn't be dealing. You'd be demanding.
Oh. I have information that could seriously damage your reputation.
You know more about me than I suspected. Can't have that.
And you know he deserves everything that's coming to him, don't you?
That's true. For once, I would like to see him squirm.
He's gone. He shouldn't get away with this.
I should make him pay for doing this to me.
Play it smart, and you could still come out of this with your cut from the Galbank scheme.
Are you kidding? The fact that we're even speaking tells me I'm already dead in the water. You know what? Forget it. The price of doing business by slinging mud is way too steep. What else you got?
Alright, take the money. I give you the cash, you give me Dabrowski on the plate.
You're willing to pay me to give you dirt on Larry? Sorry, I thought I'd end up on the short end of the deal. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme worth thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
I do not understand. Your anger is focused on Mr. Dombrowski, but clearly the failure of this plan rests on you as well.
If you had to work near him day in and day out, I think you'd understand. He's a disgusting pig, plain and simple.
How much credits are we talking about?
I'm not gonna tell you. Let's just say that I'd be sent to prison for a long time if Galbank figured it out.
You're angrier at him than we expected.
Oh, angry isn't even the right word. The plan was solid. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them.
Gabriel Vera. That explains why he's here. You think he was using you?
Oh, I know he was using me. At the same time, he was saying how much he loved me. He was stringing me along and stabbing me in the back.
I bet he was stabbing you in the back. Why didn't you confront him?
I was going to confront him back on Jemison, but then he invited me on this little trip through the stars. All expenses paid, first-class accommodations, the works. I figured, why not wait until I've milked him for every credit he's spending before I drop the hammer?
Milked him for every credit, wow. Why aren't you worried I'll blow the whistle on the whole thing?
You won't do that. You're here because you've got some kind of side hustle in the works. If you wanted to blow the whistle, you would have boarded this ship with the authorities.
Well, then, if you want revenge, give me proof I can use against him.
I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it. I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
nail his ass. So many meanders he's going out. I don't think she realizes it.
Are you sure you want to take a chance like that?
That's close. That's what Gabriel is. Okay, we got upstairs and we got downstairs. Can't go.
Captain Rokov is one of the most easygoing CEOs I've ever worked under. In fact, he doesn't act much like a captain at all.
Shh. Listen. Can't hear the engines, can you?
This is one
You're
of
not going to
Trident's
find better tuned engines anywhere
vessels.
else in the settled
Hell of
system.
a ship, isn't it?
These newer vessels, more or less, run autonomously, which doesn't leave much for the crew to do around here.
Captain Rokov said you're allowed in any of the crew-specific areas. Just don't touch anything, please.
Trident must have spent a fortune equipping this ship with triple redundancy in almost every internal system.
There's nothing quite like the view from the Starfield ballroom. It's breathtaking.
Every day that I wake up in my bunk, I count my blessings to have been posted to a ship like the Siren of the Stars.
Guess we never went through that way. Been here before.
You're a guest of Captain Rokov, right? Welcome aboard.
We'll go up there. Actually, let's go up there. Oh, Sheila. Certainly likes food. Here's somebody humming. Oh. Sheila, what are you into? He's definitely into some sort of...
You will make life difficult for both of us if you get caught.
You never used to be like this, Treasure. That's what she's got here. We did say she liked the food, right? Shoot, we took a child up there. What's for the mannequins? Fashion, I guess. Let's bounce. not do that.
If you want to dine at Captain Rokov's table during dinner service, it's only an additional 5,000 credits.
Everybody's gonna end up losing their jobs because of me. Toodles. Sorry about this.
If you have any specific requests, please speak to one of the crew's attendants.
Quite a lovely starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, eh?
Quite an event they're throwing today, don't you think?
Let me just make a save. Hey, Gabriel.
Hello. You here for the charity event?
I'm more interested about what's going on at Galbank.
Oh, I'm afraid that's a bit outside my wheelhouse. I work for UC Security, so I don't think I could be of much help. I have nothing to do with Galbank.
Well, that's funny. Claudia Swift says you have information about Larry Dombroski.
Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
We both know exactly who you are.
Maybe I'll hand any evidence I already have over to the authorities.
Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
Eager to help, if I can.
You've had your time to talk. Now piss off.
Is that how it's supposed to go? Let's try this again.
I told you to stay out of my way.
Not sure if that was supposed to go that way. Right, let's give it another shot.
Hello? You here for the chat?
I want to talk about Larry Dombrowski.
Dombrowski, he's the exec holding court over in the VIP area of the ballroom. Yeah, sorry, I work for UC Security, not Galbank. I don't really know him personally.
Claudia Swift says you have information about Larry Dombrowski.
Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little whatever you think you know about me.
We both know
You don't sound very worried about Claudia calling you out.
Worried? Why should I be worried? Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
Yeah, no, it looks like he always ends up at this place.
I told you to stay out of my way. I meant it.
An open bar would have been nice. Tried using scouting.
Where is this dude? Oh.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested.
Well, he's involved in the embezzlement scheme with Dombrowski and Swift.
Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme. But it's gonna be tricky. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows.
Should we wait until he falls asleep?
Maybe. But if something goes wrong and he's able to raise an alarm, we're sunk. With all of these wealthy patrons aboard, the ship is crawling with security.
How about a ship-wide emergency?
Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency.
Won't the ship be at risk without its life support?
This is one of Trident's premier starliners. That means it has the best of everything, including a triple redundancy life support system. They installed a backup for the backup. Luckily for us, it will still trip an emergency and everyone will have to return to their quarters until I sound the all clear, which I won't.
I guess I'll do whatever it takes.
Your lack of commitment does not exactly fill me with confidence. Are you sure this is a good idea?
Don't worry. It'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help.
Where exactly is life support system located?
There's access to the crew section that you can reach through the Starfield ballroom. Chief Sundin should be there, wasting time at his station as usual. Have fun with that guy. He's a real piece of work. Once you're past Sundin, just look for the room marked Environmental Control. Everything you need is inside.
How does the lockdown work?
All passengers are instructed to immediately report to their cabins. That way we keep the halls clear and avoid a panic. Fortunately for us, all of the passenger cabin doors will automatically unlock. This is normally to ensure the crew can check cabins quickly and without interference. But in our case, it's like having an all-access pass.
You got any lowdown on Vera?
On the surface, he's an upstanding citizen of the United Colonies, pretty high up in UC security. Lots of clout with Mast. Underneath, he's a greedy piece of garbage. Given the chance, he'd backstab you for a cret stick and pin the murder on someone else. Come to think of it, if he wasn't such a petty tyrant, he'd probably thrive with the Crimson Fleet. Get back to it.
I'm getting back to it. Hold your horses. Where was engineering? Down here?
Hello. Are you a member of the Society?
Between you and me, the best part of my job is getting a crack at all of the leftovers from the dining area buffets. Between you and me, the best part of my job is getting a crack at all of the leftovers from the dining area buffets.
Oh, he's sardine.
I would hate to see you imprisoned over something so trivial.
We're gonna be fine. Look at all this contraband. Somebody's been very naughty. Oh, you must be sending.
This is well maintained, to be sure, but obviously the credits have all been spent on the areas the guests actually see.
Wait a minute, he's holding a Dasha. I think that's the first time you come across an NPC. I like his style sending. It's only a regular guy.
Hey, hold up. This area is off limits to passengers. Wait a second. You're Captain Rokov's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for you?
Kinda lonely down here, isn't it?
Yeah, a little. A few of the techs call this deck the dungeon. I think you can see why. Not exactly Starliner class comfort down here. Don't get me wrong. The quiet gives me time to gather my thoughts, catch up on work, and all that, but I'd rather work on the bridge.
Understood. Could you give me access to the life support area?
Oh, sorry, that area's off limits. No exceptions.
Oh, I think you'll find I am the exception. Let's use a space scanner, I guess. So, Sandine, you have a gambling debt. I strongly suggest you agree to favors for the person that you owe.
All right. No need to get pushy about it. Captain Rokov sure picks some weird friends. Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away?
Sure. What do you think of Captain Rokov?
Honestly, he's a seasoned ship captain. He told me he was a long hauler for years and the experience shows. Only thing is, he's always talking about trade deals and plans for get-rich-quick schemes. It's all the guy ever thinks about. Why he decided to be a Starliner captain, I'll never know. It's almost like he craves being around money. Tell you what though, for someone that loves credit so much, he sure doesn't mind gambling them when we play cards.
Yeah, he's kind of like a loser, isn't he?
Remember not to touch anything, please.
Of course not. I thought you were going for a walk, buddy. Looks like he's going for a jog.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
All this to get one douchebag. to spill the beans. Oh, they really are efficient, aren't they? Just like that.
Much nicer in here now. Plenty of room.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
Look, we've taken everything that belongs to you. Are you upset, Gabriel?
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here.
Let's use the UC sister option. I'm undercover with the UC sister.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Actually, let's use the Crimson Fleet. We don't want to give away our cover, especially to this douchebag. Dombrowski has something that the Crimson Fleet wants.
I always took him for a fool, but I can't believe he's stupid enough to have gotten mixed up with the Crimson Fleet. Still, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over any evidence?
Claudia says you've been cheated out of your fair share of the gold bank job by Dombrowski.
Claudia said that? You sure? Damn it! That means my money's already gone, and Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't want to end up on the Crimson Fleet shit list. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I'll end up in jail. This is a lose-lose situation for me.
I'm not gonna end up paying everybody. Yeah, take the money.
At least I walk away with something. All right, you have yourself a deal. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall.
All passengers,
He'll do whatever you
may
want.
I have your attention,
Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it.
The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
What are you gonna do about Swiss and Dombrowski?
Well, since Claudia has been spending time disgustingly close to Dombrowski, I think she's suffered enough. On the other hand, I've got very, very special plans for Larry. I have some friends that can, well, let's just say, take care of the problem. That's if you leave him alive, of course. We'll just have to wait and see.
Have you ever thought about joining the Crimson Fleet?
Just because I'm helping you nail Dombrowski doesn't mean I'm turning my back on UC security. How else am I going to ensure that he ends up behind bars when all this comes crashing down? No, you can leave me out of your merry little band of pirates, thank you very much.
I'm gonna ask him about this. Too close to him.
You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm gonna put a bullet in your head, Gabriel. I know it just has alarms and stuff. Can we just test?
All passengers. attention, please. The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Oh, now it's not a kill, it's an option. The option for killing Larry is gone. Well, gosh darn it. I installed a mod to kill all NPCs, essential NPCs. I'm guessing it's kind of working because we shot Gabriel and died. Did I? Did you miss this?
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Right, lead the way.
Our security team would appreciate if you'd please shelter in your cabin during this emergency. Thank you. The Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status. Please remain calm and proceed to your cabin.
Do none of these people pack? Or unpack?
So your concept of ownership is fluid.
Not at all. I can't be a total douchebag if he's drinking.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
That's the guy Claudia's sleeping with? I don't know. She sacrificed a lot. Wait, what? Caution for what? Larry, can I just... Guess we can't pick up then.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Okay, Larry. You're kidding. Can't believe it. Right, I might have to do this several times. Larry, let's have a chat, buddy. Larry? Larry? The heck?
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Larry. Guys, we can't speak to Larry. Larry? Let's try choosing a mission. Wait. We can travel to Rustlake? And we can see the icon for the powers rest. How the heck did that happen? Okay, good, good. Well, that's good. What about this one? Larry. Hold on, let's save. Reload. Can't talk to him. Wait, what happens if I select him with console command? No, hold on. I'm just gonna quickly Google how to solve this issue. Starfield. Breaking the bank. Bug.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Looks like this quest had a lot of bugs. Actually, there's a whole bunch of people asking for help. Can't speak. Can't talk. Larry. Looks like people can't talk to Rokov. Where's Larry?
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Okay, so this is for another NPC, but get close, hit the console, left click the NPC, close console, run down a flight of floor somewhere with some open space, open console again, type, move to there. Let's try this. Move to player's console command. So let's get close to him, which we've done. Open the console. We've clicked on him. Close the console. Come down here. Open the console. Type in move to one word. Space player. Return. Close the console. There he is. Can we talk to you?
Well, well. You must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation.
This is an actor who can't improvise, who does exactly what the script says and goes exactly to his mark, and he will stand there come hell or high water. At least it worked, so gotta remember that for future. Move to
all passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Let's negotiate.
Excellent, excellent. So, before we begin, let's review the facts. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me.
Wow, we're dealing with a regular Moriarty. That's an amazing trick, Professor.
I pride myself on having an intensely thorough education, though I'd hardly call myself a professor. Though I'm sure that your compliment also meant you were having trouble understanding what I've been saying. In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my Galbank credentials. I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
Will there be much more of this? My head is starting to hurt.
Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
I don't know you won't report your credentials stolen.
Well, I'm surprised you even posed that question at all. The answer is quite obvious. The last thing I'd want to do at this point is call attention to myself.
Well then, that's all I want.
Splendid. It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me simplify that for you. It sounds like we have a deal. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
I know what an accord means, asshole. Can't steal from him. Okay, that dealt with the mission, that's great.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
I mean, he's asking for it. UC didn't want us to kill him. I don't think the Crimson Raiders wanted us to kill people. But like, we can think for ourselves, right? I mean, right? We can think for ourselves.
What the?
Wait.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
I mean, that's one way to get loot.
The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
I mean, this is supposed to be like a discrete mission. So if that's what's going to happen, then that's something we want to avoid.
Well, looks like everything worked out, just like we planned.
Couldn't have done it without your help.
I'm glad you feel that way. Just remember to tell Delgado how much I pitched in to help. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner?
You're too ambitious for your own good. I would like to tell you, but Delgado would kill me if I did.
Ah, so he told you to keep it from me. I see. I wouldn't want you to risk your position with the fleet like I did, so I'll just leave it alone. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the fleet now. It's been a long time coming. I owe you one, Dover Beach.
Don't worry about it.
Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, it's that Yevgeny Rokov always makes good on his deals. Always. Well, I suppose this is where we part company. Hopefully the next time we meet, we'll be aboard.
The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Well then, adios amigo. Let's go.
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction.
Our friends, where did you go?
All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins at this time.
Go into her.
Haven't you gotten enough out of me already?
I saw that. Good thing no one else did.
You again? This better not be another shakedown.
I was gonna try to tell her that, watch out from Dombrowski, but
I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
I guess Gabriel Vera will take care of that before he takes that swift. Not that she's an angel, but
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
what have you got? More food? Mistakes were made. My darling Claudia, yesterday was amazing. The restaurant was exquisite and you looked beautiful. And after dinner, the night we spent together was unforgettable. You know I'd do anything for you. All you have to do is ask. I yearn for us to be together forever. I intend to break things off with my wife and leave that part of my life behind. Be patient, my darling. I'll tell you soon. I promise. I love you now and forever, Larry. He's Larry's a player. Wish we could shoot him. It's just unfortunate. Wait a minute, maybe there's a way. You can walk away. Maybe there is a way. Hold on. This way.
All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins at this time.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
I believe our business has concluded. Goodbye.
Where's Larry again?
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
Wait, is Larry gone? No, that's not Larry.
The Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status. Please remain calm and proceed to your cabin.
There he is. Let's not try something. If you close the door.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
I think think we've angered them. Okay, try different combinations. The dude is just gonna end up living.
Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
It's up to Gabriel to take care of business.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
I believe so. Quick save. Now we gotta go to Lag Capital.
Docking seal released.
We have contraband, don't we? Let's make a detail.
Navigational feedback checks out. We're in the right place. Nice clean dock, Captain.
Was there something you... Good to see you. Yes, of course.
Let's just fast travel if we can.
We're asking...
A bunch of quests to handle.
cargo. And complete.
Guess we're in the wrong place.
Got anything you need? Anything I can help you with? I'm sure you can find something you like.
Dolphins. Trebuchet. Starfield. Galileo. Nothing else. Should we get rid of this ship? I think so. Goodbye, everybody. I feel like it's sad to remodel our ship again.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Yes?
Pardon.
Okay, hello.
Excuse me.
Hope you're finding everything you need. If it belongs on your ship, then I'm sure. Oh, please, take a look.
I don't think there's anything new.
Oh, please, take a look.
Actually, I do have something still. Oh, do you want to sell that? So I still need to look for a real advanced weapon.
Appreciate the business.
Thank you.
Dealing in art is more exciting.
Ever run into spacers?
Your files are just...
Just pop into here. It's been a while since we've been to Outland. See if they got anything we want.
I would never dream of selling substandard. Yes, by all means, have a look. Be careful out there.
Not much.
The lives of nearly every individual in the settled systems are so heavily influenced by what goes on in this building.
Let's see. Like it. Greenish paint on this one. Textured rocky surface. Ooh, green vase. Like this place already. Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the Galbank Archives. May I see your credentials, please?
Here are my credentials.
Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives.
You're acting a bit strange.
Me? No. Look, this is my first day on the job. Just cut me some slack, okay? I can't afford to lose it. I got a wife and kids to feed. Everything checks out. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. There we go. Have a wonderful day.
I was getting a bit suspicious there. I'm still a bit suspicious. Is this really your first day on the job? Don't lie to me. Trusting you.
Initiating close contact.
Come, meet your death.
Don't let up.
Don't fire me.
Curse you. Finding an over. And this.
Where are you guys? Show yourself.
Target lost.
You cannot beat me.
Leave him. We've got to move. Invest. Attack. This is all.
I'm hit. I will have your head.
Lost visual. Engaging hostile.
Can't believe they ambushed us. Got a bit too gung-ho there for my own good. I trusted you.
Hello. Welcome to the... Just one moment while I... Oh, me? No. Everything checks out. There we go. Have a wonderful day.
You have made a grave mistake.
I cannot wait to kill you.
That's something.
Good one.
Are you prepared to die?
Where have they gone?
Scan the area. Gotcha.
it!
Taking damage.
There you are!
Bloody hell. Advanced Macboss, legendary. Superior Ecliptic Spacesuit, legendary. Superior Bounty Hunter Backpack, legendary. Superior Helmet.
Do they have anything of value? You're not walking out of here.
You're done.
Once again, we are triumphant.
Ah, gonna take more than the...
Advanced Breach, not bad. Regular stuff, not bad. They knew we were coming. How did they know? Either they were already aware of, what's his name? Larry's corruption, or he gave us up. And put the scheme that he was involved in on our shoulders. That would make for the best call. Calibrated. We'll come back to this once we loot it, just in case things take a turn. The guard set us up, so he had to die. Refined. Nothing for us. I think that's everybody. Serendipity. Departure point Alpha Centauri. Intended arrival point classified. Last known system position unknown. That's a shame. I was hoping with these kind of stuff we could actually hunt down these ships. Like a side quest or something. Legacy issues. Last known system position Bannock. Bannock 4 planet. Interesting, they did 8 search attempts. All failed. Not sure why. Prosperity. Unknown. Supremacy. Interesting. This one's got a position. So Supremacy was last known position is Sol in Saturn. We can try to hunt for this one. Captain Toussaint. All Gull Bank transports are fitted with transponder beacons. Now, have we angered the security because we killed that guard? I think we have. Sorry, pal. You were probably doing your job, but so was I. Kind of. Moment of truth. It's become glitchy, hasn't it?
Together we can really make a difference.
Okay, we're all good. Let's head over to the UC store. Which is somewhere over here. That way. God, it's so good.
I'm on tax duty tomorrow. Can't
Welcome to UC Distribution. Something I can do for you? I hope we have what you need.
Let's take a look. Is that a named weapon? Wow. Refined, calibrated, or normal.
You're always welcome back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
Right, before we leave this place on the potato land that we're in, there's a couple of quests to hand in here, so we'll just go and before I get those sorted out. Let's take a look. Database.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Right, we can give the coffee beans to this person. Yeah, I'll go over there and give it to the guy who actually wanted it. Do we keep the original deal, or we go with where the money is, I guess? The guy was a bit of an ass anyway.
If you're looking for a cup, one of our baristas, we service locations all over the settled systems.
You know my
Just
name,
look for our
Kieran
handy
Cooper?
logo. I do. He was supposed to provide me with a sample of exotic coffee beans. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
I have the beans right here.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'll have them disposed of immediately.
Aren't you going to study them?
Why would we do that? Procuring these beans and producing them on a large scale is not within our budget. But we also can't have people knowing better options exist. So, the only responsible thing to do is destroy them.
I've changed my mind.
Okay. Be sure to have a cup of coffee before you go.
Yeah, that kind of shenanigans isn't for me. We gave her an opportunity, but she turned out to be evil.
People joke, say there was Marines
Perfectly good
and
beans.
worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great
No respect for coffee whatsoever. I'm confused. Where am I supposed to be?
I think I got them. What do you call them? Corns? Yeah. I got.
There you go.
People ask me why I'm so picky. I wonder why they're so willing to settle. And you made it back alive, which already puts you ahead of your predecessor. I trust you've brought my property with you.
Did you know your original contractor was going to sell the beans to someone else?
I did not. But it seems to have all worked out in the end. When you're in my position, it often does.
Here you go, man.
Excellent. And as promised, here is your reward. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have business to attend to. See you.
Ciao. Enjoy your dinner, lunch, coffee. Right, that's one quest. What's next? Oh, we're already here. Shoot, let's quickly go back to Galbank. Totally forgot about that, that's on me.
Good luck out there. I mean, my favorite credit analyst is back. You got Mr. Maliki to pay up, alive no less. Now this is what I was hoping for. My superiors are thrilled, ecstatic.
It wasn't easy to convince them.
I bet, you silver-tongued devil, you. Listen, I'm really feeling this working together, aren't you? So if you want another delinquent, let me know. We'll keep this going. But here is your well-deserved finder's fee. I threw in a little extra for handling it well.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. 12,000, I'll take that.
I got a new job for you, if you're up for it.
Sure, I'm
So chalk this one up to a very fine but clearly overworked credit checker that accidentally approved a sizable loan, then turned out to be murdering space scum. A real black guy, I know. I'm thinking conversation is not really going to be an option on this one, friend.
Okay, time to hunt down a spacer.
You are really something, you know. Here's all the details, and thanks.
Remo 1, we can do that anytime. Okay, that's 2 missions knocked out. Let's go to this one. Oh, it doesn't look like we have any stories for him. Fine, that's good. Trevor's in Mars. I guess that'll be it. We just have to hand this ore in. Right, we hand this ore in, get this out of our system. Then we go to the key, save, and then we hand in the curse. When you start
I always wondered what it would be like to see these famed red devils in combat.
With old ways. I suspect this.
engineers pretty much run the lower levels here.
Do you imagine anyone actually enjoys living here? I simply cannot.
Galbank is once again in the crosshairs of gang violence in this
Very practical to seal this off and make it habitable. Also rather visually pleasing.
Cleaning procedure 005799BF not found.
How do we... Another bug, yes. You're kidding. Deposit 10 units of iron. If I open console command. Close console command. Open console command. Move to player. Does it work for inanimate objects? It was worth a shot. Let's save. Maybe it requires a restart, in which case we can come back tomorrow. It's kind of past that due time anyway. You know what? Leave it.
Hello, I am Gnome. I am here to assist the work.
Next time we've got some spare time, we'll try it again. This is not working well. Wow, look at that.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Okay. Let's leave things off here. Tomorrow we hand the quest in, pick up the next quest, go look for the legacy, and see where that takes us. Sounds like a plan? Sounds like a plan. Let's save up for tonight. Oop. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Guess we're going to go ship hunting and find out why exactly Trix himself didn't go after the ship. Must be something to do with the planet where it crashed on. Something more beasts, I reckon, creatures. Let's find out together tomorrow. Please join me between 10 to midnight tomorrow. Thank you so much. If anybody's watching, appreciate your support, your follow, whatever you can give me. Thank you so much. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And I shall see you, same bat channel, same bat time. Take care, guys. Adios.